Hello, boys and girls. I hope that last week the distributive property made a little bit of sense and you were able to have some fun with it. This week we are going to continue to look at the distributive property, but we're going to go a little bit deeper. Alright, so with this example today, I have a pond and I want to stock it with some fish and some frogs, make it a little bit more fun and exciting. And so we went out, my husband and I, and we bought 2 trucks of 4 fish and 2 trucks of 4 frogs. That's a lot of information, and this is what that equation would look like. 2 times 4 plus 4. Oh my gosh, that's just too much, right? That to me just looks like such a confusing equation, something that I've never seen before. Let's use the distributive property to figure out our answer. So what I've done is, as you can see here, I've got my fishes and my frogs. So I have 2 trucks of 1, 2, 3, 4 fish. And I have 2 frogs, or 2 trucks of 1, 2, 3, 4 frogs. So I'm going to rewrite my equation. So I'm going to put this down here. So I have my 2 trucks of my 4 fish, and I have my 2 trucks of my 4 frogs. Now remember from last week, we still need to get this total amount, even though we're splitting it up into more manageable equations. So we can't forget to add everything together to equal our final equation. So now it's a little bit more manageable. It's not so confusing anymore. It's something that we know how to do. So let's look at this. 2 times 4. Well, I know my 2's multiplication song. Remember, it's a twinkle, twinkle, little star. 2, 4, 6, 8. Alright, so I know that 2 times 4 is 8. Well, I have another 2 times 4. So I have 8 plus 8. And I know that 8 plus 8 equals 16. So boys and girls, that means that I will have 16 total frogs and fish for my pond. So isn't that distributive property so helpful? We started with a problem that was so confusing and just something we've never maybe seen before, and we made it more manageable and we're able to solve it. So have fun this week diving more into the distributive property.